What up, YouTube? I know there's a ton of Travis Scott, Jordan 6, British Khaki reviews out there. I've watched a bunch of them myself, but to be honest, I was disappointed with most of the reviews I saw. Even some of the big sneaker YouTubers who I admire seem to have glossed over the major details and not given it the coverage it deserves. So today I'm going to give you a deep dive into this shoe and show you why this is a standout in the Jordan universe that deserves way more attention than it's been getting. I'll do my best to move quickly because there is a lot to cover. So I've been looking forward to this review because, in my opinion, this is by far the most interesting sneaker to drop in 2021. And these have a lot of little hidden Easter eggs all over them, and I'm about to show you every single detail. So get comfortable and I'll show you a bunch of shots on foot and lots of glow-in-the-dark footage because I know that's what people want to see. These officially dropped at the end of April for the retail price of $250. They are the successor to the Jordan 6 Medium Olive that dropped in 2019. I wanted that shoe so bad from the second I first saw it. It had the military-inspired green nubuck, the glow-in-the-dark sole, and of course that little stash pouch saddlebag on the side. That little pouch was such a simple touch, but for whatever reason, it had me super loose off these shoes. But like most regular people, I was unable to score them for retail, and I was never going to pay the $500 to $700 resale prices. So sadly, I accepted that I would never own those. Fast forward 2 years, and these came out, and they did not disappoint. Not everything is perfect, but overall, Jordan brand crushed it on this one. And to be honest, they are way nicer in hand than they are in photos. A lot of people are saying these are a lot like the Wheat 6s that dropped a while back, but I would say no to that. You can't even compare the two. Let's start by talking about the obvious, this furry suede. Some may like this, but to me it's a little too fuzzy, and I think it's going to be a challenge trying to keep these clean. In some parts, it already looks faded right out of the box, and I'm not feeling that at all. I almost want to take a pair of clippers to these and give them a fade or at least a little shape up. But jokes aside, I don't see these handling dirt or liquids very well, and anyone who does own these, I recommend spraying a lot of suede protector on them right out of the box. Speaking of the box, it's got that khaki theme with the infrared print and the Jordan and Cactus Jack branding all over it. When you open it up, you see two different kinds of tissue paper and an all-red interior. Cool packaging, but nothing super special. A small touch I noticed is you have the Cactus Jack emoji or sicko mode face, whatever you want to call it, smiling on one side of the box and frowning on the other. Not sure what that means, but it's there. Also, I have to say, this box is pretty heavy compared to a standard pair of Jordan 6. One very cool bonus I was not expecting. These also came with the Cactus Jack dust bag. This is a cool extra, and you could use it to carry your kicks around or just use it as a backpack. Wearing this as a backpack with the kicks could be a good look. The bag has a Jumpman on one side and the Cactus Jack brand on the other. It has silky, high-quality filling straps, and the actual bag is made up of a durable canvas material. If you're familiar with Carhartt brand products, this is kind of what the material feels like. Before jumping all the way into these British khakis, here's a super quick history on the Jordan 6. They originally released in 1991 for $125, and they were designed by Tinker Hatfield. Back then, Tinker and Jordan wanted to design a luxury performance sneaker, and that's just what they did. They say the heel tab was inspired by the rear spoiler of a Porsche 911, and the smooth toe box was inspired by a pair of Italian dress shoes. Jordan also complained about how hard it was to slip on past pairs of Jordans, so they added these two punch holes on the tongue to make it easier to put them on. Not only did the heel tab and the punch holes look amazing, they were also functional details. 30 years later, these thoughtful features still look dope, and now Travis Scott has taken them to another level. One little hidden Easter egg on all Jordan 6s that you might not have ever noticed is the cut material displays the number 23. You can see the 2 here and the 3 here. If you flip it around, you have MJ for Michael Jordan. You can see the M here and the J here. I think that's a really cool touch, and once you see it, you can never really unsee it. Okay, now back to these British khakis. One of the most unique features of these kicks are the 2 saddlebags on each side. It reminds me of the bags you find on motorcycles or pockets you see on cargo pants. The original Cactus Jack olive pair had only one pouch on the lateral side. This has that same pouch, but also includes a new zipper pouch on the medial side as well. I don't know why, but I really like these pouches. They remind me of those old sneakers called Ruse from back in the day. They barely held anything larger than a nickel, but that didn't matter. Just knowing you had those little stash pockets felt good. I can't explain it, but these stash pouches are a very cool feature that, if I'm being honest, I will never use to carry anything, but that's not the point. I just love knowing they're there. If you open up the button style pouch, you'll first see a silkscreen image of the Cactus Jack emoji. They didn't have to add this detail, but they did. That's on the inside of both outer pouches, and in case you're wondering, the emoji is smiling on both pockets. Also, if you look inside the outer pouch, you'll find an extra pair of lace locks in this infrared color. That's pretty cool, and even this little lace lock is double branded with the Jumpman on one side and the Cactus Jack logo on the other. That's a theme you're going to see literally all over these kicks, branding everywhere. Some may call it overkill, and I have to agree, but in this case, it kind of works. I got to give major props to Travis Scott and the Jordan team because unlike other celebrity collabs, this one really shows effort, thought, and a lot of craftsmanship. This is more than an average collab where they simply change a few colors and slap a few different materials together. These might not be nearly as popular as the Travis 1s or 4s, but I believe he's raised the bar with these, and other celebrities doing Jordan retro collabs need to step up their creativity because this pair is well done. But with that being said, I always wonder how involved a celebrity really is in the development of their own sneaker. I know Travis Scott is into cargo pants with extra pockets, so the pouches on the side make sense. But was that his idea or some junior designer at Jordan Brand that will never get credit for it? I wonder about that. I also wonder, is he hands-on during development and design exploration, or are a bunch of Jordan designers simply presenting him with options and he just picks what he likes? I wish I knew, but I don't. Either way, they developed a fun, interesting pair of kicks that I like. They went so hard on the details that even the tiny little ventilation holes all over the sneaker have a little touch of 3M in them. They really didn't have to do that, and most people will never even notice it, but it's there and it's cool, and I appreciate the extra effort. These come laced with the standard khaki laces attached to these double-branded glow-in-the-dark lace locks. They also came with infrared laces and dark brown laces. I've put a lot of thought into this, and I'm still not sure which pair of laces I like best for these. I can make an argument for all colors, but for now, I'm actually feeling the ones they came with. From my perspective, this is already a sneaker with a lot going on visually, so keeping the laces kind of subtle makes sense for now. One thing I will say is I like that Travis Scott is choosing these earthy colors for his 6s. It matches well with that utilitarian, almost military feel these have. Working your way to the heel of the sneaker, you'll see the Nike Air logo beautifully embroidered on one side and the Cactus Jack logo on the other. I would have definitely preferred the Nike Air logo on both sides. To me, the Cactus Jack logo is just not heavy enough to cover this area, but it still looks kind of cool. Also, if you look on the inside midsole, you have the Cactus Jack emoji smiling on both sides. At first it looks like 3M, but it's just a silverish paint. This is also a feature that was not on the Olive 6. If you check out the outsole, you have that same emoji frowning on the left side and smiling on the right. This transparent glow-in-the-dark outsole also has the infrared Jumpman flipped on both sides, the Cactus Jack logo on the toe area of both sides, and the words Travis Scott near the heel and center. It's spelled normally on the left shoe, but the text is flipped on the right shoe. Working your way to the air unit, I think they killed it with this simple hit of red inside the air bubble. Such a simple, subtle touch, but so nice to look at. It contrasts well with the rest of the neutral tones. Moving further up the sneaker, you have the Jumpman embroidered into that durable feeling dark brown canvas. I might consider running my laces over this part, but I'm still on the fence. Check this out. If I unbutton it and pull it down, you will see yet another Cactus Jack logo hiding behind this panel. There was absolutely no reason for this, and no one will ever see it, but again, it's there and it is kind of cool. The inside of the tongue is lined with that durable canvas material, and it has a sort of a hand-stitched DIY look. Further into the tongue, you will see the flipped version of that Cactus Jack embroidered logo on both sides. Going further up the tongue, you'll notice that it's made of transparent glow-in-the-dark rubber. As if that's not crazy enough, if you look closely, you'll see another barely visible Cactus Jack logo peeking through the rubber. Most people will never notice that little touch, but it's there on both shoes. On the upper medial side of both sneakers, there's a 3-loop ribbon stitched into the side. I don't think this was meant to serve any functional purpose, but it looks pretty cool. These have a dark brown insole with the Nike logo on the right foot and the Cactus Jack logo on the left. I noticed each shoe has the opposite of what you see on their respective outer heel. And finally, if it wasn't already made clear to you, these glow in the dark. That's right, these glow in the dark. The olive version also had some glow in the dark material, but that was only on parts of the sole. These British khakis have it on the entire sole, the tongue, the rear pull tab, and the lace locks, and it looks just as amazing as you would expect. Check this out. As with any glow in the dark material, the stronger the source of light you feed them, the brighter they will glow in the dark. One thing I did notice was the tongue, lace lock, and heel tab don't retain their glow or vibrance for nearly as long as the outsole. They start to dim after just a few minutes, but the outsole glows for much longer. One theory I had was the materials are different plastics up top, so the chemical that allows them to glow doesn't react the same. But I think it's simply a matter of quantity. The plastic and rubber components on the uppers are much thinner and smaller than the large slab of thick rubber on the outsole. Put simply, the thick rubber outsole has the ability to soak up and retain more light. in turn has the ability to glow brighter for longer. I could be way off on that, but it seems to make sense. In any case, I know this is ridiculous, but it's also a lot of fun, and I know it's what a lot of people always wanted. If I could have this exact pair in that olive green colorway, these would be my perfect pair of sneakers. I feel like a kid when I see these glow, and I've already spent hours just looking at them. They even smell kind of fun, kind of like a rubber Halloween mask. I love these kicks, I love Jordan 6s, I love earth tones, I love the Ruse style stash pouch, and I love the glow-in-the-dark hits. That said, I wish these were a synthetic material, and I am concerned that this suede is not very durable and these will quickly start to look worn and faded if I'm not careful. So in conclusion, this shoe is way over-branded, overhyped, and over-designed. Normally I wouldn't like that, but I just can't hate on these. They're cool, fun, interesting, and they've given them a lot of unique features that make them feel special. With the exception of the furry suede, I have to say these are some of the most fun sneakers I have ever owned. I also like that they're sleepers, and if you don't know what they are, they just kind of look like a regular pair of tan high tops. Let me know in the comments what you think of these, and would you prefer these over the olive green pair? For me, it's a tough choice, and I'd love your opinion. That's my video. I had a lot of fun making this one, and before you go, I ask that you please like, please subscribe, and please ring that notification bell. It would definitely make a difference. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to check out some of my other videos, and you could also check me out on Instagram at E21Life for other random content. I'll show a few more shots of these, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Until next time, stay safe, everyone. Peace.